Alright, what's up, people? Yeah, I got music in the background again, just ain't as loud this time, but alright. You guys see the title. Now look, I'm not trying to hate, I just thought that was a funny title and all that stuff, but all jokes aside, congrats to Skyrim winning Game of the Year. That's definitely what's up. You know, I didn't think Uncharted was gonna win or nothing like that. I actually thought that Batman had it. I thought it was pretty much between Batman and Skyrim. I thought it was gonna be one of those two, but I was leaning more towards Batman. But you know, congrats to Bethesda and you know, the game Skyrim and everything. A lot of folks have been liking it, even with the glitches that the game does have. Like I said, all jokes aside, but the game is glitchy. But congrats to them. You know, they won Game of the Year. Now, this goes out to all the Nintendo fans that have been crying on YouTube about how Zelda didn't win Game of the Year, and it was just, look, you guys are too focused on this Game of the Year award. Didn't you guys see that Zelda won or got into the Video Game Hall of Fame? The first game to get into the Video Game Hall of Fame, at least for the VGAs. And I know a lot of you guys don't take the VGA seriously, but honestly though, I think that's a better award and a better achievement than getting Game of the Year, because Game of the Year is only for a whole year. It's only for 12 months. Video Game Hall of Fame, that's forever. That's like you may have your favorite NFL player or something like that, right? Would you rather them get MVP of the year, or would you rather them be in the NFL Hall of Fame? I think that you know, Zelda getting into the Video Game Hall of Fame is a bigger deal and a greater achievement than it getting Game of the Year. You know what I'm saying? I think that's 10 times better. And it seems like a lot of you guys overlooking that and just focus on the fact that it didn't get Game of the Year and was complaining, oh, Skyrim shouldn't have got in, Zelda should have got Game of the Year, blah, blah, blah. Zelda's the first game to get into the Video Game Hall of Fame. It got in before Mario, before any other game, before any other franchise that you guys think are good, you know, Grand Theft Auto, whatever, you know, franchises you think are phenomenal or that deserve an achievement like, you know, like that. Zelda got into that first. The Video Game Hall of Fame. I think that was amazing. To me, that was the best award, the best achievement of the night. Video Game Hall of Fame. And all you guys are sitting here whining about Game of the Year and complaining about how Skyrim got it. Like, come on, y'all. Like, you guys should have already known it wasn't going to be an exclusive game. Like I said, I already knew Uncharted 3 wasn't going to get it. I thought it was going to be Batman. Skyrim got it, so that's cool. No, just to Portal 2. I'm actually really happy that Portal 2 got nomination and got its recognition, because it is a phenomenal game. To me, an innovative game. But, you know, I didn't think that I was going to win, so, you know, once again, hats off to Skyrim. And, you know, a lot of people have been loving that game, so that's definitely what's up. But yeah, to all you Nintendo fans and Zelda fans complaining about not getting Game of the Year, it got into the motherfucking Hall of Fame, so stop complaining. You know, but overall, the VGAs, to me, you know, it's a video game award. It's more about them just trying to have fun and you know, be funny and stuff like that. And, you know, even though a lot of the shit's corny, but you could tell some of that shit was staged, like the Modern Warfare 3 getting best shooter. I'm not trying to hate on Call of Duty, but you could tell that shit was fixed, because they was the only ones that got teabagged, which was funny. I laughed. That shit was funny, but you could tell that was, you know, a planned thing. You know, dude went up, was the three guys went up, and Bowman or whatever his name is was, you know, saying, you know, thank you and blah blah blah, and all of a sudden the teabag guy sergeant came out. He's like, oh, I'm out of here, and he runs off the stage, and then he grabs one of the other guys and starts teabagging him and shit. It was funny, but you could tell that was kind of like a fixed, kind of a planned award and stuff like that. So, you know, okay, cool. And the whole Black Baron thing, if you guys see my comments I left on various videos the other night, you guys see what I think about that. So yeah. Anyways, but yeah, you know, I actually can't wait to see what he says on his YouTube about the VGAs now that Zelda didn't win. You know, he'll probably say something about it getting into the Hall of Fame and stuff like that, which once again, it definitely deserves to be in there. So yeah, you know, The Last of Us, you know, Naughty Dog's making the game The Last of Us, which that actually was probably one of the most surprising things of the whole show, just for the fact that Naughty Dog always says that they do one game or one franchise per generation. You know, they did the original Crash Bandicoot games before it went multi-platform. You know, Naughty Dog started Crash Bandicoot, and they did that on PlayStation, and then they created Jak and Daxter, and they did that on the PS2, and then so far all they've done is Uncharted on the PS3, and then now all of a sudden they you know, reveal that they're doing The Last of Us. You know, they see the trailer and it says Naughty Dog. As soon as everybody saw Naughty Dog, the whole crowd started cheering and people were freaking out. I was surprised. Like, what? I was like, Naughty Dog's making it. And I'm like, okay. You know, it looks cool, like a survival, you know, horror type of game. I hope it's open world. I really do hope that it's a open world game. It looks like it may have co-op, but we'll have to see, you know, about that. But that surprised the hell out of me that Naughty Dog was making it. The trailer itself was cool. It wasn't, you know, phenomenal. I feel that the Mass Effect 3 trailer and the Metal Gear Rising trailers were a lot better than the Last of Us trailer, but it just surprised the hell out of me that Naughty Dog is the developers of it. And I was reading some articles and they were saying that they have a second team that's working on it and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm interested to see what they can do with a survival horror game. They've never really done nothing like that. They've done platformers and, you know, adventure games and, you know, kind of, you know, Uncharted's like a third-person shooter action adventure game. You know, Jak and Daxter's like a adventure platformer, and Crash Bandicoot's more of just a straight-up 3D platformer and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see what they can do in this genre and stuff like that. But I hope that they don't overhype this game. It seems like already they're starting to kind of overhype it, talking about, oh, we're gonna be making this genre-defying game. It's gonna change the way you look at survival horror games. We're gonna blend action. Excuse me. I'm sorry, but they want to. I'm pulling Hideo Kojima right now. No, I'll leave him alone. But you know, they say they want to blend action and survival horror together like we've never seen before, and this, that, and the other. And you know, it's like don't start overhyping the game before we actually see actual gameplay. I understand that, you know, the visuals and what we saw in the trailer is probably going to be close to what the gameplay is, just going off of how Uncharted's been over the years. I'm sure, you know, this game's going to look good, but you know, we don't know if it's going to be a first-person shooter, a third-person shooter, a stealth game, or like a hack and stuff. You know what I mean? We don't really know exactly gameplay-wise what it is going to be like yet. And they're already talking about, yeah, we're going to take, you know, action and survival and mix all these genres together. It's going to be genre-defying, all this stuff. It's like, okay, I'm sure the game's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. I like Naughty Dog. You know, I'm definitely going to give it a chance, but please don't overhype it before, you know, we really start seeing some stuff on it or start getting chances to play it. Basically, don't kill it before it even gets a chance to shine, you know, because it could be a good game, but, you know, just don't overhype it yet. You know, we know that you know, made Uncharted and all that good stuff, but please don't overhype the game. But yeah, that was a surprise. Like I said, the Metal Gear Rising trailer, they showed that at the end. That was dope. Mass Effect 3 trailer was cool. Some of the other trailers they showed were okay. Some of them were pretty good. I honestly don't remember every single one, but you know, like I said, Skyrim won Game of the Year. Of course, Uncharted 3 got Best PS3 Game, Best Graphics. Of course, Zelda got Best Wii Game, and of course, Gears got Best 360 Game. Everybody knew that. What other awards? Portal 2 got Best Multiplayer Game, which was pretty surprising. Like I said, Call of Duty got Best Shooter. Mario 3D Land got Best Handheld Game. Well, I think Best Indie Game or Download Game was that Bastion game. Yeah, Bastion. I can't remember all the awards, but y'all know, y'all seen it. If you haven't, you can look on Spike or go to Game Trailers and look at the videos and stuff like that. Overall, it was okay. It's VGAs. I mean, you already know it's just more, you know, silly and stuff like that. But you know, it was alright. But I was actually surprised that they showed the Last of Us trailer first. That was actually one of the first things that they showed was the Last of Us trailer. I thought they were gonna save that for like the middle, or one of the last things, because PS3 exclusive and all that stuff. But that's cool. Naughty Dog. That's 2 new IPs on one system. So that's definitely what's up. I wish Nintendo would do that more. Speaking of Legend of Zelda, I wish the actual developers that make Zelda and the developers that make Mario, which in my opinion, Mario and Zelda are Nintendo's 2 top franchises, and then you got Smash Bros and stuff like that, which is kind of more spin-off games technically, but Mario and Zelda to me like the 2 top Nintendo games. I wish those developers would kind of do like Sony and make some new IPs, and I'm not saying that they should stop making Mario, stop making Zelda, but keep those franchises going. But it's like, damn, y'all can't come out with some new IPs, but people are going to defend Nintendo to the death. Whatever they do, it's going to be the right decision. So one second they'll say that Nintendo doesn't need new IPs, and then as soon as Nintendo makes one, Nintendo made a new IP, this is great. But people that get excited for Naughty Dog coming out with new games, are considered fanboys, I guess. But whatever. But I thought that the IGAs was a lot better than the VGAs, but it's Spike, so nothing too crazy as far as the awards. Probably the biggest surprise for awards that Portal 2 got best multiplayer for its online co-op and stuff like that. Otherwise, pretty much everything was to be expected for the most part. I mean, it was nothing like, oh shit, that one. Like, I'm trying to think. I mean, a lot of the awards they really didn't even say. It was just like when a certain game or a certain developer won an award, they'll be like, oh, they also won such and such award, stuff like that. But Bethesda, people that make Skyrim, got Best Studio, of course, because they got Game of the Year. Let's see what else. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much all what you expect, but yeah. I just wanted to see what people say about the title. I'm sure there's gonna be folks who aren't gonna actually watch the whole video and they're gonna just comment, "Oh, how could you say that? How could you say that?" But I thought it was funny. But like I said, all jokes aside, great game. Congrats to them. They deserve it. Everybody whining about Zelda not winning. It's in the Video Game Hall of Fame. To me, a much better award. Much better achievement anyway. So. And poor Hideo Kojima, he was trying to talk about the Metal Gear Rising game. He just couldn't quite get out what he was trying to say. You could tell he was starting to get nervous or embarrassed or something like that. But what I thought he was going to do, I thought he was going to say what he wanted to say in Japanese. And I thought the dude standing next to him was just going to translate in English for him, but he ended up just kind of having him finish what he was trying to say or whatever, and they showed the trailer. But the trailer to me spoke for itself. It spoke for itself. I know some people complain, oh, this doesn't look like Metal Gear, which it really doesn't, but it's still a Metal Gear game. There's Metal Gear characters in there and stuff like that, but really they could have almost called this a different game, and it could have a different title, and it could have worked. But I think it looks cool. Metal Gear or not, this looks like a fun game. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely can't wait to play it. I understand it's not as stealthy and all that stuff like a Metal Gear game with Solid Snake. It's not supposed to be about that. It's more of kind of like a side game. At least that's what it seems like. But Metal Gear or not, I think it looks like a cool game. So. That's just me, It looks like Vanquish and Bayonetta and Ninja Gaiden all wrapped up into one, which makes sense because Platinum Games made Bayonetta and Vanquish and stuff like that. Which I actually cannot wait for Platinum Games to start working on the next gen consoles, because if they're doing stuff like Bayonetta and Vanquish and Metal Gear Rising right now, I can't wait until they get their hands on all the next gen system. That shit's gonna be sick. But yeah, VGAs, nothing too spectacular. I thought it was a little better than last year, even though I agreed more with last year's Game of the Year winner being Red Dead than this year's. But I still think, really honestly, any of the games any of those that would have won, I would agree with, even Portal 2. So I'm not, you know, mad that Zelda didn't win or Uncharted didn't win or Batman or Portal. You know, Skyrim, you know, definitely cool that that game won. You know, I'm not, you know, angry about it or like, oh, that game shouldn't have won because of this and that. Even with all its glitches and problems and stuff like that, still a phenomenal game. Has tremendous replay value and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's kind of a random video. Didn't really have too much of a topic really. I just kind of wanted to ramble about VGA since everybody else already did. But yeah, all right, later y'all.